Welcome back to another section of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. We're going to pick up right where we left off, which is... I'm trying to remember, actually. I think we're in the boxes. Ah, that's right. We fell to around here. All right. Getting off to a great start with that. Okay, get it back under my hands. This is kind of like last time. One of the things I like about starting around this area is it gives me a little bit of a warm-up before I get to the, like, real craggy orange hell part. Because, like, if I were playing like this when I get up there, I'd fall immediately. So, it gives me that little bit of a chance. Just get this back under my fingertips. Because, yeah, even that slope is screwing me up right now. Not where I wanted to be. Let's release myself down to here. And... Okay, up on the slide. I don't know about y'all, but I have had just like a little bit of an active, busy day. I'm looking forward to... This is how I'm going to chill at the end of it all. I didn't do too much, but just kept going out and about in the, on like a few different errands. Just enough of them to feel like I don't want to go anywhere anymore. I don't want to do anything. There's nothing too major. But just a few trips, and like I had to get some new shoes because I threw mine out after Mutter, which I talked plenty about last time, so I'm not gonna drone on about it again. But finally replaced my shoes, and with just something good and cheap. It's the first time I've had some like I've just barely started wearing them, but they've got some like memory foam. Oh shit. Memory foam on the inside, which I'm hoping, like right now it definitely feels pretty nice. I'm worried that it's going to be kind of like any memory foam mattress, and over time, especially with all the weight of my body sticking right down onto it, like that foam is going to compress. It's not going to always feel as nice as it does now, but for now, I can imagine these being a pretty nice feeling when running, which I haven't done in them yet. But I got those, then was trying to make some progress on a gas leak from our wall heater. Blink pointed out that she was staying at a client's place, and you know how you just kind of get used to certain smells. Since she was out of the house and she came back, she had more fresh nose about it, and she was like, you know, I came back in and it, like, you could really smell there's definitely some gas. And I did the same thing. Like I went out to I was out at a friend's place yesterday, and when I came back, I was like, she is not wrong. That is pretty pungent. So I was trying to work through that problem today. And I certainly found the site of the leak, and I think I know how I can take care of it. But the problem was I needed, like, the wrench I had was just a little bit too big. It was really hard to get that section of the gas line tightened well in just the kind of tight quarters I was going in. And there we go. Now I'm starting to kind of get the groove back. Which, as we all know, is a surefire way to make sure I'm about to fuck up royally. So, like, one of my other errands was just, like, heading to Home Depot to get a smaller wrench, but I thought I had the measurement of what size I needed right. I was wrong. It was ever so slightly too small to fit, and I just did not feel like going back to get it at that point. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm done. I will just make sure the gas is off, and deal with that later. I will get a smaller wrench when the time comes, but now it's video games and a different form of tension. Okay. So I know I have some challenge getting up on that rock. I realized, so I was mistaken. Last time I made some claims about areas I'd never been to before, and when I was working back through old footage, I saw that I was wrong. I had been to the gargoyle, in fact, like the very first time I got to Orange Hell, because I didn't overthink it, and I just kind of went straight up, got all the way to the gargoyle. That's the point I've never been past. So I think I didn't realize how treacherous this area would be, and I just kind of did it. I think that's sort of the secret. No! Fuck! I lost control of my mouse there. And just kind of give it a little bit of a flick when I didn't mean to. But hey, caught myself on the car, made sure that we're only back to here. So that's... I'll take it. But seriously, I so would like to just not spend yet another stream, just hours and hours in basically this same area over and over again. Be nice to actually kind of get onto some new shit. You know, variety. But it's on me to just get good enough to earn that, I guess. And I feel like obviously I messed up and fell again, but like overall, like I'm fresh enough and I feel like I still have it enough that maybe this will be the time that I won't just do blatant screw-ups constantly and just struggle through this area more than I should. Like maybe I'm finally starting to hold on to some of this stuff and not start kind of from scratch every time. But probably not. I'm probably more or less starting from scratch again. Let's, you know, not get our hopes up. With that said, I don't know. My hope is up. I so far feel better about this process than I usually do when loading it up. Not to the degree of we're going to finish this today. Oh, God, no. But I feel like maybe we can see some new shit. And not just, like, ever so briefly, but, like, maybe remain in the new shit. I have to dare to dream. Keep that hope alive. Okay, there we go. Nope! Ah, crap. Just gotta make sure to never... It's very easy to just kind of lose that little bit of control and, like, accidentally give a flick that you weren't intending to. Just the tiniest of motions on the right surface can really have some profound effects. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to re-look up, like, we had determined the name of this tool. And I wanted to remember what it was, so I could be specific when referring to it. I didn't do that, and now I'm regretting it. There we go. Okay. Much as I still don't like that section, and my body definitely tenses up on those stairs, I feel like it's getting less completely just locking me down, and like I'm starting to figure... Even though it's been taking me several attempts, and I'm like, I'm definitely still kind of stuck in this area, I've had more of a feeling like I'm in control, sort of, if that makes any sense. Like when things are starting to go awry, I feel less panicked about it. And I say that just in time to utterly fuck it up, of course. I'm gonna try one more time to see if I can do the shortcut on this. I don't expect to, so I know it's kind of a 1-2 on that. Like, you gotta pull up and then push down in rapid succession. Something which I apparently did accidentally once, but... a couple more tries on that. Okay, let's get myself... Ooh. Nope. One more. Try and get right on this corner here. Yeah, that was too far. Alright, screw it. We'll take the long way. Just pull the mouse back a little bit closer to me. As always, it just kind of slips backwards that little bit, and over time it just gets harder and harder to control. Ah, welcome back. You know, it just wouldn't be right if we didn't go all the way down to here. Let's see if I've learned anything and can regain ground a little bit quicker.
Oh.
Not like that. Started acting like I was almost speedrunning it, and that was a little too intense. I definitely don't have those skills. I need to be a little bit more careful than that. Damn it. Just swing it too far. So remember when I was all like, I got that hope that I'm not really starting from scratch this time. Oh, I got it. We won't just spend all of our time in the one area. That hope it's starting to dwindle. It's not, the fire isn't completely out, but it's flickering. Try that again. I knew that wasn't high enough. Okay, I know I've done that. Got the height on that one, but just a little bit to the side. Why is it that whenever I want to really blast off and swing it hard, it's because like the tiniest little swing, and when I just accidentally with my hand, the tiniest bit on the mouse, it does just like the biggest monstrous swing ever that will just launch me off unintentionally. This is bullshit. I need to just always do the opposite. There we go. That's the kind of swing I was trying to get. Oop, come on. A little more over here. Okay, so if I remember correctly, instead of dragging myself on this, I had a lot more luck pushing off. Now, not like that, because I pushed a little bit too hard. I was trying to just plant it and then push, but yeah, so rather than drag, whoop, doing like that action. Fuck, except I need to pick it up more. Of course, game, anytime I claim anything, you just have to make me wrong about it. Last time I had way more luck doing a push motion instead of a pull. This time you screwed me over with that. I see how it is. I see your game. Yeah, slowly onto that lip. Blast over. Not like that, ideally. There we go. Got a little complacent on that. I was like, of course I'll catch myself. I'm already done with that move, and then it slips off. Alright, so remembering from last time, nice wide circles made this a lot easier to get by. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, almost. Still sticking with that philosophy. Wide circles. Just had the timing a little bit off on that last lip. Who knows if it's helping more or if it's just helping my state of mind more, but either way, it makes me mind this section a lot less, and that is important. Just missed my window there. I think I need to get more of a blast off that fridge. There we go. So that one, I actually should have waited a little bit longer. Yeah, okay. Fuck, okay. I keep screwing up on catching myself on that last one there, but otherwise I'm starting to get a little bit of the rhythm of it. Okay. Just place myself there. And there. And over there. Okay. This part always reminds me of, like, doing a salmon ladder, something that I've never done, but just based on how it looks, it seems to be a lot of the same kind of, like, motion to make that work. Alright, so back to the grill. I'm so familiar. This is like a second home. Honestly, in a way, this feels more like home at this point than, like, the area all the way at the bottom that we fall. Like, if I were to go down here. Which, you know, very well might, accidentally, but, yeah, this area feels more like home. So I've just been back here so often now. Not like that. Or that. Just over. And wasn't trying to put myself down that hard, just like, ugh, just slam the butt down. Not quite my intent. But it's the way it happened. Been so punishing to that cauldron. It just wants to be gently placed down, and apparently my mouse hand has other plans for it. Just chipping away at that iron. It's like, come on, man, I'm not exactly fresh out the factory. I'm an old cauldron. You gotta be gentle. Place me down like that. Alright. Let's get ourselves back to Orange Hill and do it right. Okay, there we go. Up the stairs. I'm sure I won't... Now that I'm up here, I couldn't possibly fall back down. When has that ever happened? I'm sure that I'll just blast off that chair, go onto the camera, and nicely just keep making my way up and going in the correct direction. I mean, it's what I want to have happen, and I know what the controls are, so presumably I'd be in control and able to affect the change I want to see in this game. What would possibly stop me? Oh, right. All the things. Yep. Let's just wait for it, because that was... Oh, God. Yet another example, just by the end of that process of flipping back and forth, it was like my hand on the mouse, just like the barest of fingertips, as I just slowly but surely, every motion just brought it less and less in my control. Just comes to that point that you gotta recognize that you're probably just gonna do more harm than good. Just leave it in a position and just take the goddamn hand off the mouse. You're no longer able to actually manipulate it in the way you want. I just feel like I need to, like... just duct tape it to my hand. Make sure that it always stays within reach. Because that's happened too many times now. I actually wonder if that would help out or not. Because I know a lot of it is subtle enough that it really is fingertip motion. Yeah, you know what? I'm realizing that as I play. Like, part of the reason it always slips away is because, like, that's... Here, let me get to a more safe spot. Like, I hold the mouse like that, like, It's all just in my fingertips. I do not have my palm resting on it at all because it's just too broad of motions that way. So I guess I don't want it fully taped. It's all very subtle. I guess maybe if I turned the sensitivity, if I adjusted that way down and just had to just throw the mouse across the room in order to get any results, then maybe that would help, but... Again, I'm always so worried about changing any of that now that I've spent this many hours, like, adjusting to it feeling like this. Just feels like it would be asking for trouble to change any variables in this. Just throwing practice out the window. Yep, fine. We'll take that. Okay. Sure. Not the cleanest execution, but I will take the results. Especially now that we're up here. Now I can more confidently say I'll take those results. So let's get ourselves to Orange Hill. Alright, so the thing I need to remember is, to some degree, just don't overthink it. What's up, Chai? Oh god, no, I still don't expect so. However, tonight is the night that at the very least we won't necessarily be playing this the entire time. I've got a lot more time to stream than last time. I'm wondering why your theme didn't play, because I made that adjustment to make sure it was just on Chai Socks now. We did that last time. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, I know why. 1 second. It's because I never wound up shutting down the bot after it, so it thinks it's already triggered. That's why. Let me disconnect and reconnect so it thinks that it realizes this is a new experience. All right. That should be why. We'll see if that works. I may have to fully close it. So yeah, I've got a little bit more time tonight. Probably not going to just do a 3-hour stream, but I don't know if I could be doing this longer than like 3-ish hours, or however long it takes. I will be very surprised if I just beat the game within 3 hours, given how it's been going, but I maintain, I guess that's possible. So, wherever we are, I'll probably stop after about 3 and switch it up with something else, probably something new. I'll just see what I'm feeling at that time. Yeah, you never know. But in this case, yes, I do. There's fucking no way. I could spend 3 hours just maintaining my current position, getting back to here. Carefully. Get into that crevice. Alright, don't knock off the wall. Because I feel like it wants to so bad. If this slope, if I just so much as touch it. Okay. I'd love to get all the way up into there. There we go. Because now, there we go. I know I could blast off of this and be relatively safe, but I really like the idea of actually being up here. It doesn't happen often, so I'm gonna be slow about it. There we go. Okay. What's up, genius? Back up here. So, I mentioned this earlier. Last time we got to this point, I'd claimed it was something I'd never seen before, and I was wrong. We actually got up to, like, this spot with the gargoyle, like, the first time I ever tried Orange Hill, and then it had been so long I'd forgotten about it. But we've never really gotten past this gargoyle. That... I think I've gotten my hammer onto it, but then just smacked over to the side accidentally. So we gotta plan the route here. I feel like I'm gonna need, like, a kind of wide arc and just catch myself on there. The problem is just not accidentally blasting too far off to the, well, for you guys, to that side, to the left, which is what I'm afraid of. So I'm going to try and, like, I'm going to try and hit at, like, that angle, and then just do a nice wide arc and catch myself on the gargoyle. Oop. Let's get back up into position. It's like a little bit of a tilt. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm pretty sure this actually is new. I've never been on that. So we got a little lip. I feel like we got to take the lesson from that other area. If I can catch myself on that hand, it's probably going to be a nice wide arc. Okay. Okay, I've definitely never seen that before. We're in new territory. We're on the goddamn church. Let's see what happens. I'm not under that lip. I just need to be careful because if I go off to the left, it's very easy to lose, like, all ground and go all the way back to the beginning of the game. Okay. Caught ourselves there. That's not too bad. So I need to be careful with that because, indeed, the church roof is pretty slanty and hard to work with. I just need to also be mindful to not panic and accidentally make big motions. Like, if something's happening, like, just leave myself in a position and let it hit. But don't smack down too hard on anything. Ooh, that was a faster jerk than I was expecting. It worked, but not exactly what I wanted to have happen. That seemed a little dangerous. Oh man, I can't quite... There we go. Shit. Okay. As long as I can keep catching myself on those rocks. It's not too bad. Oop. Okay, hold on. Hand back on the mouse correctly. Get it towards my body. You think I think so. I think that may happen. Because, like, I'm... shit. Still feeling more... like... less like I'm starting from 0 than usual. Like, my hands seem to remember a little bit more. And so they've got that nice state right now where I'm not yet fatigued, but I feel practiced. So, like... shit. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. We can get back up. Still caught on there. Could have gone way worse. I just need to focus. Which is not my specialty, because I do this so that I can just not focus and chat with everybody. I do this for the opposite of focus, to just kind of zone out and make a lot of mistakes. Nope. Okay. Damn it, again, just like... all it takes is if you accidentally move the mouse just the tiniest bit down at the wrong moment, you just kind of push yourself off, and then it escalates, and then you've picked up too much speed, and there's just no way to catch yourself on the slippy surfaces. But hey, it's okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go get some food. I'm afraid that I may have lost some progress without you, but not too much. Let's get back to that church. I feel like I've got it in me. Let's make real progress today, and not just, wait, we saw the bats, and that's enough progress for today. We'll just spend the rest of the time down here. Just inching our way forward, stream by stream. Just every 3 hours, we get like 5 feet closer. But, you know, it may, well... that may not be a joke. We'll see. Yeah, let's see. Guess what you're cooking? I'm going to guess you're cooking a pizza. What are you cooking? That's just my hopes of what's in an oven right now. Yeah, what are you making?
What?
Okay. Let's try and catch ourselves with a little bit more room, a little bit more buffer than that. Just to make my butthole clench a little bit less. It's got plenty of practice. It doesn't need any more kegels. Chicken rice with onions. All right. Have you something you made before, or is this a new venture?
What? What? What?
Uh-oh. I gotcha. Shit. I recently made something I haven't made in a long time, which is made some waffles the other day. Crap. Oh, your guess on cooking? Sledgehammer chili in a cast iron pot. Yeah, I think this pot, it has its great uses. I'm gonna demand that if somebody's making food for me, it not be like cast iron pots are great. Don't get me wrong. None that have had dripping man sweat from the lower half of a guy climbing up a mountain for. We've been doing this what, like 15 hours. Get a different pot. I'm not too particular about cleanliness, but I'm going to draw the line at that one. That pot's not good enough for me.
Oh, no. What?
I don't want my food to be cooked in, like, several liters of man sweat. It's not a deal breaker, but it's a strong negative. Yeah, exactly. Presumably a naked man. We don't know for sure, but it seems reasonable. Considering what, the game is supposed to be no, it's sexy hiking, not naked hiking. Never mind. Yeah, no eau de jus. Not for mine. If you could, like, I don't mind if other people at the table had theirs cooked now. I would like my meal to be cooked in a separate pot, if it's not too much to ask. Everybody else can have their man juice. And if need be, I'll, like, if it helps bridge this kind of social situation, bridge the awkwardness of it, like, I'll provide some of the man jus. I can give some, but I don't want it going in my mouth. Okay, let's see here. Got it. Yeah, that's what the whole game is about, is just, this is a cooking game. Alright, there we go. We're back at the church. That was not too bad. To get back, like, we had a fall. We almost had another one. But not too bad. There. Those are the rules. Clothed men walk mountains, naked men pot jump mountains, or what. I don't know what verb we'd attach to this. Like, I mean, I guess get over mountains, but I'm sure we can come up with a better verb to just encompass this whole action of hammer, pot, swing, nakedness. Nope. Okay, I was like, that's not high enough, just don't even try. All you're gonna do is knock yourself off. Same with that, it was like a little too far out to the side, and it just felt too dangerous to keep manipulating that situation. I was like, let's just start fresh from down here. Already. There we go. All right. It's the hand. Which isn't so bad, because thankfully, at least so far, that has not really gone against me too hard. Spilludging? Like splooging? It does have that nice sound of like... Spilludging does have that just vague grossness to it that I think is right. Okay, so I see there's that little lip right there on the... Let's see if it can... Oh, right. I still don't have a good solution to like point things out on the screen, but y'all see what I'm talking about, right? Like halfway up the little steeple, there's that little bit of a lip. I think I'm going to have to land my hammer there. So I want to get on this lip so that I'm vaguely pointed to the right. I'm going to try and just get a little bit of a hot... There we go. Okay. It's the right technique. I just didn't get enough that other time. Yeah, progress actually was lost, but then regained by the time you got back here. So you didn't have to observe any of it. We figured out how to get over I got to catch myself on that lip. So what kind of food did you grab? Oop, not like that. One more time. Okay. Then lower back down so I have the angle. Oop, crap. There we go. Caught on the other side of that. Now the problem is actually going to be I'm kind of stuck. This is actually really tricky. I'm not gonna... It's hard to lose progress, thankfully, but it's also hard to gain... Okay, there we go. Now I'm on the lip. There we go. Beyond the corner. We're past the church. Some nuts crack. Gotcha. Well, good choices. Good choices. I don't want to be too certain that that roof is gonna keep me from losing progress. But it does seem to be helpful. Let's see. New...
It feels like we're closer now.
Oh my god, new narration. That's been forever.
Designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't. There was something in you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
Damn right. Recognize my achievement, Mr. Foddy. I'm not giving up. I'm sure there's still plenty of ways to go all the way back to the beginning, but it feels like we've got some nice kind of like terrain that's going to keep that from being too possible. Like now maybe if I fall, I'd be more likely to fall onto the church roof. Okay, so I think what I'm going to have to do here is get a blast off and catch myself. It's going to be tricky because like that snow is definitely going to be slippery. Oop. No, not like that. It's so hard because I know that... Okay, yeah. That's kind of what I figured would happen, but indeed, like, little things like that, we still have the roof down below, so that's not too bad. We're in a position of relative safety to experiment a little bit. I just don't want to blast out too hard to the side. Yeah, like, I know... Like, I'm not going to get enough traction. If I do, like, a leftward motion and try and catch myself, it's just going to slip off. So I'm going to have to find a way to be able to go at that angle and get enough of a push. But again, okay. I should not be too afraid. I've got room to experiment and kind of do fast motions. 'Cause I think if I hold myself too long on that, I'm just going to slip every time. This is so kind that they gave such a wide area down here. That's more nice of the game than I was expecting. It's like I really can actually... Yes, spilluging is a perfectly cromulent word. Yes, exactly. I agree. You know, without any other contenders, I'm down to stick with spilluging. Is that how you intended it to be pronounced? Okay, yeah, still. So maybe it's just because every time I hit and catch on that, I'm then waiting and sliding. Maybe I just need to really, like, when that hits, just go again. Just don't give yourself enough time to slip. That didn't seem to help too much. Let's see, though. Maybe if I get up this section fast enough to really build momentum and height. Let's see. No, it didn't. Wound up in basically the same position, at least with those skills. Like, not to say that was perfectly executed, but far from it. So let's see. I'm just so happy that we're in this area, and at least for now, can expect to kind of stay there for a bit. Thanks to that roof and chimney. Let's see. How am I gonna grab it and, like, actually keep hold of it? Oh, okay, so it's spalooging but with an Albany accent. And you call it spalooging despite the fact that it's obviously grilled. I'm from Utica, and I've never heard of spalooging myself. Oh, it's more of an Albany expression. I see. Yeah, which is... I'm certainly thankful for that. Like, I'm confident I could really go flying and experience this, and it may well happen, but it's gonna take a lot. Based on what we see so far. That felt like the closest to maybe being able to have purchase yet, because I was like far enough up, it was starting to be less inclines. So let's see if we can do that again. And then just like desperately clamber. Oh, that was a terrible liftoff. It's like the new version of difficulty. Like, before it was just like, try not to make minor mistakes and then lose a lot of progress. Now it's just like a head game of like how did make it even possible? Alright, I haven't really done much trying from this rock. I don't expect it to go well, but I at least don't expect to just lose everything if I try. So let's see what I can do to kind of get a good blast off from here. It just seems like the angle is all wrong. Yeah. Not that I really committed to that blast off, but I'll see if I could... Alright, let me do more with gaining momentum, because even down below, I got to almost the same height by just really building up speed. Let's do these arced push-offs. I got it once. Alright. Like that. That was some height. I just need to be able to do that from other positions. Though it doesn't seem to be a... Just feels like sometimes my hand does the motion better, more than like really building momentum. So maybe I don't need to start from all the way down here. It's unclear. Sometimes it feels like I was getting massive height even like when I was just getting started. So what I'm gonna try is like make sure to have a nice long lever arm where I'm like fully extended so that I can really get that angular velocity high. The problem is doing it without accidentally pulling myself in like that. It's really hard. So I need like a like that. Like Jesus, if I could just do that. That was clearly a like push down, like pull in and push off. If I could just do that. If I could do that from up here, I would have just way more than enough height to hopefully catch myself. Like that. Just... That actually almost kind of worked. If I didn't do the blast off, I'm going to try that again. I might be able to actually turn that into something. Oh, that was too hard of a slam. That was like Space Jam levels of getting up and slam. Okay, so I'm going to do the just like tiniest little hold here. Oop. Let me see if I can get a little bit higher. Like not slip like that. Okay, not quite as nestled in the crack. Yeah, this might actually be the way I can, not the way I have to do it. I'm sure there are better ways that more skilled people can do it. That's going to be the trick, though, is anytime I try and do like a real fast motion on it, it just slips off. The Trials game, not a lot of them, but I've played some. I've played some amount of like at least a demo. Yeah, no, totally. I think I had the full version of one of them back on my Xbox 360. I can't remember what it was. But yeah. I see what you mean.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, just I gotta do that whole thing super slow. At least if I'm doing this method. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to actually get on top of it. Because every time I get to a certain angle, it just starts slipping like that. But I'm not giving up this method just yet. Because, like, that is possible if I do it just right. The problem is going to be doing that at the right angle and then catching myself on the right thing to not just slip off again. At least, if I do it, it's, you know, whatever. I slip off and I'm just right back where I was. This is tricky. Like, I'm sure if I pulled up a speedrun doing this, it would just be like, oh, just do the thing very easily and just blast off an incredible amount and don't struggle with this at all. That's all I have to do. I'm not 100% sure what's pushing me off to the left when that happens. Yeah, exactly. Like, I had thought about it. I was like, maybe I should pull up a video of just somebody doing it just so I can get an idea of, like, what's a good way to approach this. And I was like, any video I see, unless I, like, hunt for somebody of my skill level, like, doing it on a first playthrough, and then just find the moment where they actually clear it, which will take forever. If I load up a speedrun, it's just going to be like, just do the thing. Like, do exactly what you're doing now, but do it right, you stupid idiot. I'll be like, oh, that was helpful. I mean, obviously, I'm not doing a speedrun strat now with the slow pullover, but what I was doing before with the kind of, like, quick motions. I'm guessing they could just make that one. So, yeah, once it gets to that certain angle, you then slip. So I gotta, like, pull myself without making the angle too far out to the side. This must be painful to watch. I can tell you it's probably ever so slightly less to experience just because it's at least in my vague control and, like, I'm trying new things out. But to an outside perspective, it must just look like just the same painful failed action over and over again. And it's a real slow version of it, too. But, like, my hand is varying ever so slightly. I'm gonna try doing fast stuff again. I'm I'm losing faith that this slow method will pay out for me. Like, I think it could, but it's gonna have to be just right. I'm also starting to worry that the reason why it's being so kind here is because it wants to teach me a new technique I'm going to need for later when it's not kind, and fucking up is going to be going back to the beginning. I am worried this is just the nice area. Fuck. Oh man, that was... I almost had it there. That's kind of like what I wanted every time I've blasted off of this. So let me just try and do that again. Nope, more height than that. Like, the game will clearly not be this kind forever. I'm not, like, past the point where it's mean. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know why it was blasting off as far as that from my... I didn't feel like I was moving the mouse that much, but it just, like, shot out to the side in that moment. I do feel like I remember when watching the speedrun that there was, like, some scrabbling to get up the snow. It was like, they clearly didn't have great grip either, but were practiced enough to make it work, and obviously knew what they were doing more, but... Oh, if I had just been able to, like, pull that down a little bit better. That hammer was up so high. Nope, I don't want to be up there. I want to be in that little nook for my spalooging. There we go. Got it. All right, I'm terrified. I don't know what's down below, but it can't be good. I'm going to try and just take a look to see, like, is this a... If I fall there, what happens? Oh, okay. That looks like it's fine. Hold on, is this a solid object? It is. Okay. So, the game is continuing to be nice. This is still solid. Falling there is not the end of the world. Good to know. Had to know that for sure before I could commit to a goddamn thing. So I'm going to have to really blast off of this. Get that kind of height, but more out to the side, and even more height, really. Game, you're being so nice. All these areas where, like, I can fuck up and basically not lose any ground. That is... This can't be forever. But God, I hope it is. If you keep being nice like this, like, I could finish this game tonight. This one where, like, I just get to try a bunch of times without having to regain ground back to where I was. Yeah.
Oh. No.
Almost.
Oh.
It just gives me so much more confidence to try things when I know the stakes are so low. Like, right now, the highest stakes are just having to get back up that snow again.
Oh.
Like, I don't want to have to do that, but, you know, whatever. At least I'll be back on the church roof. And presumably not much farther than that. Alright, I want to get as far to the right as I can, and then just, yeah, like, get that angle, and then just pop off that way. Not quite the pop I was hoping for. It's seriously harder than it seems like it would be to necessarily get just, like, a really good shove with the mouse. Oh, I was a little bit too far to the side, not quite enough vertical for that. Oop, not like that. I felt like something should happen when you smack the anvil with the hammer. Like, it's an anvil! You got a hammer! Like, that should have been a celebrated moment. Like, fuck the bats coming out. That should be just like, clang-ling! Like, it rings out through the mountains and celebrates your position. What a missed opportunity. Nope. I mean, the bats were pretty cool too, but the anvil needs more. Oh, you know what would have been actually really great and cruel? So the first time I saw this anvil in a speedrun, I thought for sure hitting the anvil was like, that was the end. Because again, like hammer on anvil, like it's a big moment. It looks like it's the top of the mountain. What would have been fan-fucking-tastic? It's like, okay, so they set up the whole thing where all you can see, like, so you're like here, and it looks like there's like nothing more to the right, and you hit the anvil, and it does this big ring out, makes it seem like you've reached the top. And then after you do that, like, the mountain starts forming to the side of you and raises to the right. It just makes you go, oh, it's not the real summit. Like, that would have been fucking fantastic. If just none of this stuff to the right existed until after you hit the anvil. I would have... Granted, I would have already spoiled that for myself having watched a run of this, but, like, it's like it wouldn't have come as a surprise either way, but... That would have been so cool. And so mean. Because seriously, like, until I watched a run, like, I definitely would have believed that that was the top of the mountain. It looked snowy and everything. I had no idea how long this experience is. We had gone through some really tough stuff. I would have bought it. Reminds me of back being a kid and playing Donkey Kong Country for the first time. And anybody who's played it knows that there's a fake out in that game. And at the end. And I totally bought it because I was just a kid. I wasn't that great at platformers yet. I know I don't look very great at platformers now, but I wasn't very great at platformers yet, so like getting to that fake out ending was really hard. And I was so I'm sure I've told this story on stream before. I was so happy. I ran out of the room excited. I had to tell my parents. I was like, I beat it! I beat Donkey Kong Country! Only to get back in the room just in time to see that it was a fake out, and running out of the room and putting the controller down had killed me. Yeah, that would have been a good choice too. Just play between the hammer and the anvil. Or, you know, anvil chorus. Yeah. Definitely never forgot that moment. I was young and stupid. Like, if you go back, the fake out ending in Donkey Kong Country, like, there's certainly signs this isn't real. But I had struggled so hard and was young and dumb, and, like, I so wanted to believe it was true that it got me completely. I didn't notice any of those signs. There we go. Okay, so now we're starting to get to the point where we could definitely, a false move could definitely lose some progress again. Oh, you never beat those games. Gotcha. I don't know if I ever beat 3. I know I've beat 1 and 2. And I've played a decent amount of 3, but... Alright. I'm going to slip right off of this little thing if I try and do it, so I'm going to have to blast up and try and catch myself on that top one. There we go. Not so bad. Now, in the speed run, I know they go to the left and go off of these snowy things. I'm guessing that's a harder way to go, though maybe it's the only way.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far.
Let's see.
Endured this much.
Yeah, okay. You have to go to the left.
Every insensitivity.
Maybe.
Every setback you've forgiven
Actually, maybe you
me
can
is
go
a
up over
kindly
this.
gift that you've given me.
Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. Actually, it looks like... Yeah, so it's easy to fall down there, but it looks like I could indeed go up and over that pillar if I wanted to. My guess is it's still like it's a longer but easier route. Which is what I'm going to go with for now. If I keep struggling to get up over the pillar, though, I might just try and go the runner route. Which involves skipping over to the problem with it, though, is I imagine the runner route makes it very easy if you fuck up to fall all the way back to the beginning. Like, if I go over those floating, snowy peaks... Oh, damn it. I was trying to catch myself, but I caught and then pushed down a little bit. I'm just so satisfied because I'm getting my wish right now. I said how, like, I was really hoping today we'd spend a lot of time in just new areas and not just constantly getting back through that old stuff over and over again. And so far, that's that's what we're getting. Like, it's been a little over an hour,
Oh.
and spent a lot of time in actual new snowy stuff. Like, dreams can come true. Yeah, I played so much of the first Donkey Kong Country when it like that was the first. I know I've talked about this before. That was the first game that I ever had like hype surrounding its release. Like up until that point, any game I had ever played, like it was already out. Maybe it was the first time I was playing it or seeing it played at like a friend's house, but I had never been aware of a game before it came out and like looking forward to it. The first Donkey Kong Country was that for me. I had a friend who wound up with a promotional VHS that was just kind of like a making of and like hype video for Donkey Kong Country, and we would watch that. We must have seen it several times. Damn it. And we were, God, just so hyped for it. It looks just like the best that... What the hell? I don't know why that happens, but we've had a present of bats. I guess I complained about how the bats weren't as cool as the anvil could have been. I said, fuck those bats. And now the game is giving us bats. This is not the first time that it seemed like the game has had some awareness of what I'm saying into this microphone. You're scaring me, Foddy. But yeah, so like we watched this promo video and we're like so hyped for it. It like showed off just all the graphics and like how the characters were made in 3D and the music, and it was, God, just everything about it. We were our little, however old we were. Let's see, that game, that's what, 1994? So I would have been like 7, 94, 95, something like that. I don't know where he got that video either, but he got it. Yeah, so first game I was ever just like truly hyped for, and when it came out, that excitement continued. I remember mentioning this on stream as well, I had the novelization of Donkey Kong Country. It was one of the books available in our like Scholastic reading program thing, and so I got it for like 50 cents or whatever they cost, and I loved that book. It's such a crappy novel, I'm sure, but it's hard to even really, with a straight face, call it literature. There's a, 94 was a great year as far as like media is concerned. There were a lot of cool things that came out that year. A lot of things that I really cherish. And that's probably because I was indeed that age more than just that they were that good. But I feel like there's just so many times that I'll look up something and be like, that came out in 1994. And like when I'm remembering a good thing. Let's see. Can I get over this pillar? I know I got so close. Oop, not like that, though. Oh, no. I have to keep remembering that, at least for now, if I'm just screwing that up, I'll probably just wind up down here, which is not so bad. I can unclench. See, I never had any Sega stuff. I would check it out. I had a friend who had like fucking everything. I'd always love going to his house. Actually, I'll give him a quick shout out because he streams now as well over on the channel. Here, I'll shout him out. My buddy Jared Bauer. I wouldn't fully give his name out like that, but he's done it plenty on like he's got an online presence of his own. He used to be.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
Kuro, thank you for the follow. If you're familiar with the YouTube channel Wisecrack, they did a lot of like philosophy videos and stuff. He was one of the creators, and he branched off to do his own stuff. But now, let me just make sure I spelled that all right. I think I did. Yes. That's my buddy Jared. He's been doing some streaming of Elden Ring recently, and he is the oldest friend that I still have any kind of contact with. I have known that guy since preschool. We barely, that was like the only time we ever went to the same school was preschool. But I kept up with him all these years. He was like one of my best friends in high school. Now he's living in Finland, but yeah, a good buddy of mine. So I used to love going to his house. He had like everything video game wise. Yeah, so he's a cool dude. I haven't been on his channel much just because he tends to stream when I'm still asleep. But yeah, if you're looking for some Elden Ring with a guy I can vouch for as being just like a cool, chill guy that I've known all my life, over on that channel. Also, I highly encourage y'all to look up what his name means. It's like a Finnish term, Kalsarikanat. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm sure that... All I know is that that was definitely wrong. Look it up. You'll, if you don't already know what that is, you'll be pleasantly surprised that, like, that's a word. Yeah, he's been pretty happy there as far... Like, I don't want to speak too much for him, but, like... I know that, like, he used to live in LA and, like, just was having some, like, life was just not going the direction he wanted. He needed a kind of fresh start, and really liked everything about kind of the work-life balance of the culture in Finland, and got himself a job over there, moved, and from what he says, he's been, like, it's been really nice. He's been pretty happy over there, other than being a lot closer to Russia right now. He's not so pleased about that, but... Gotcha. Are you Elden Ringing as well? I have no idea how far along he is. I know he's done many streams of it for like several hours at a time. Yeah, I think he got the job he took over there is he's doing like marketing for like a games company. Something like that. When he moved, it made me so sad because it made me realize how much I'd kind of wasted the like, as I said, he lived in Los Angeles before, and you know I live in Los Angeles, and he was like my best friend all through high school, and then we split ways when I went to college.
Oh my god, thank you so
Hey,
much.
Gendroid or Gendroid, however it's pronounced. Thank you for the follow. So as I was saying, like we used to be really great friends, and we split ways for college, and then he finally, like, he moved to Los Angeles, and I was just like, man, this is gonna be awesome. My good buddy is back. We're gonna hang out all the time, and like we got together every once in a while, but like it just never really turned into much. We just kind of had different circles of people that we knew out here, and like when he finally moved away, I was like, damn it, I had an opportunity there. Gendroid, got it. I'm pretty sure that's the one I said second. Well, thank you again for the follow. Okay, so you played a few hours of Elden Ring, and I gotcha. Well, cool. I enjoy the Souls-like experiences, and like just obviously that's hardly even a Souls-like when it's actually from. But the only one I've ever played, the only one I've ever played is just the original Dark Souls. I've seen a little bit of I've got some buddies that are rather into the Souls games. They're playing Elden Ring now. They've played like all of them, all the Dark Souls, Bloodborne. So I've like seen some amount of that at their place. And like I'm sure I would get into it if I did them again. Like if I got into some of the newer ones. If for nothing else, like they just look so gorgeous these days. Like the original Dark Souls, it was fun, but looks like a bucket of shit by comparison. Do I play Minecraft? I never have. I expect I would definitely enjoy it, but I've never actually played. I assume you do. Like when you play Minecraft, what style are you? Are you more just like creatively building stuff? Do you like what is your version of playing Minecraft? Because I know there can be so many different types. Oh, come on. Yeah, I imagine it's also a game that like I would probably enjoy playing a lot with Blink. because I think she's been so getting into Don't Starve Together. Playing it a little bit less these days, but she's still doing like just so many hours of it. She's played way more than I ever have. And I think part of what she enjoys about it, she'd also really enjoy about Minecraft. Okay, you just build houses in creative. That's cool, yeah. That definitely seems like one of the things I would enjoy. Though, admittedly, whenever I'm given just like complete open sandbox kind of situations and just like, just do whatever you want, I find out just how not creative I am. And like, I need some kind of guidelines or boundaries to like at least spark that creativity first. Otherwise, I just have no ideas of like what I want to do. But I think if I played in like sandbox mode or creative mode and gave myself like use some online prompts or something to give me like some thoughts on what I wanted to try and make, I think I could have a lot of fun with that. I would need that help to begin with. I need just a little bit of structure. Damn it. So while I struggle to get back up here, what do y'all think? So there's like the right route, which I'm still not 100% certain is a route, but I think it is. And then there's the left one. The left one is definitely dangerous as far as like I could go lose progress all the way back to the beginning. The right one can probably do that too. But my current guess is the right one will be the like slightly safer but longer route. And the left one will be more dangerous but shorter. So what do y'all think I should take? As far as what games I play, obviously this right now, so getting over it. I tend to like a lot of niche indie kind of like shorter but very unique experiences. If you wind up sticking around here long enough tonight, this is not the only thing we're going to wind up playing. I'm probably going to play something new. I've been considering a game called, I think it's called Before Your Eyes. It's a short indie experience. I don't know a lot about it, and that's intentional. I've heard that it's definitely one of those that, like, the less you know, the better. The main thing I know is it's some kind of, like, a story about, like, kind of like someone's life story in a very, like, kind of sentimental sort of game. And the main mechanic behind it that I know about is that it uses your webcam, and every time I actually blink, my life is going to flash forward to a new moment. And sometimes that may be just like a few minutes later. Sometimes that may be like a year went by or years, and like my life will literally flash before my eyes as I blink. It is a literal blink and you miss it kind of game. And that seemed so intriguing to me. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And I think it's a short enough experience we can just do it all in one go. So my plan is, because I don't have a lot going on tonight, we're going to do little over, like about another hour and a half of this, a little bit more, see where we are. And then probably I'll need to install that, but it should be small. We're going to move on to Before Your Eyes. Can I play Roblox? I don't have Roblox.
Oh, no.
Otherwise, certainly everything I do on here is on PC, so theoretically possible. But yeah, I like a lot of those kinds of experiences. Another major game when we finish this one, I do want to finally play some, was it Outer Wilds? I think is the name of it. You can play it in Chrome. I gotcha. Yeah, it seems like it'll be a really interesting experience.
Oh.
And, you know, those tend to be the things I like the most, are something that's just, like, unlike anything I've ever seen before. And I've at least personally never played a game that works quite like that. And I'm really intrigued by it. I also think that if I allow myself to just not just make jokes the whole time and just kind of get into it, my guess, based on what kind of game I imagine would work with that gameplay well, is it could well be a pretty emotional experience. And, like, I'm at least going to try to just take it really seriously and just let it tell the story it's trying to tell and see how much it gets to me. A lot of that is speculation, though, because, again, I know very little about what it's actually about. I've had some just assumptions. But yeah, I saw a mention to it on a on somebody's YouTube channel. I think that was... I can't remember his name right now. I've watched a lot of his videos recently, and he had one that was like all about just indie games you might have missed. And that was one of them. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, that sounds odd. I bought it before the video was done playing. He didn't say a lot about it, and yeah. Alright, see you later, Gendroid. We go. God, this one little lip is surprisingly challenging to just get enough height to get up there and like not do that little bit of a lift off of it. You have to like place it and then make your mouse so motionless. It's the type of thing that just like, it's one of many things that just it looks so simple, but the actual reality of it is so hard. It just seems so much like all you gotta do is just put it in position and then just don't move. But like, I don't know exactly how to explain why it's not that simple, but it just isn't. Oh, yeah, way too much to the side there. I'm still wondering what the hell was up with that birthday present that fell. That was just a box of bats. What the hell was going on with that? Damn it. I pulled it down. Yeah. It seemingly fell from above. I honestly wonder, like, it seemed to happen after I hit the anvil enough times. I'm wondering if it was, like, perched on one of the surfaces above, and then just like the sound made it slowly slide off or something. Like maybe it ever so slightly shakes each time, and then it just eventually slid off and hit down below. I'm so perplexed by it. Or the game just thought it was time. You know, it'd been too long since I'd looked at bats. It got me a present. No, way too much straight up. God, again, it's just... the difference in blood pressure in getting to spend so much time in areas where, like, I'm not likely to lose a lot of ground. It's just... such a nice change. It really feels like I've earned it after several streams of the opposite. Okay, there we go. To just finally get a little bit of a break in that difficulty curve.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Izzy, the gamer of YouTube. Thank you for the follow. I assume you've got a YouTube channel. What kind of stuff do you play over there? Or is that what the YouTube channel is about? I assume. Oh shit, off to the side. No, not that much to the side. Okay. Not so bad. We just gotta get up this stupid thing again, unfortunately. I did too much of a blast off. Oh wait, no, it wasn't the slow version. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, that went so much more smoothly. Why did that take me so long? Just got that like immediately. Okay, well, cool. Back to the anvil. I thought that was gonna take way more time making that work again. Used to play COD and Minecraft and Teardown. I'm not familiar with. What's the deal with Teardown? But cool. Welcome to the channel. Got a couple of follows tonight, which is making me realize I have the follows show like just a little bit higher than I intended. I need to push them down a little bit more towards the corner. We've also now confirmed that that little snow thing is an upside-down snowman, which I didn't realize. Yeah, those of you who know, tell me about Teardown.
Oh, no.
Oh, Genius! I did check out your Go commentary. I have to say I did not get all the way through it, largely because it was too advanced for me to keep up with what exactly y'all were talking about, but I did check it out, and that was really cool.
Whoop.
It's a voxel pixel game. It's about using multiple weapons and tools to break. Okay. I mean, it makes sense with the name.
Whoop.
Come on, get back up here. Something's going on with the cats. I just all of a sudden hear this while watching him run out the door. I feel like there's probably an achievement for like getting this hat onto the snowman up above, like giving Frosty his hat back. Because there's that upside down snowman. You don't do YouTube anymore. Okay, gotcha. Well, no worries. Thank you for joining us, and just prepare to watch a lot of me being on this anvil, because, well, while we have gotten past it, it is really tricky. Yeah, okay, so you have a Go Primer video? Okay. Yeah, I definitely need something like that. Like, I do know, like, I know how the game is played. Like, I understand the rules, but definitely the strategy of it was just beyond what I could understand as far as why certain things would be good or bad moves that far, at least recognizing that far in advance. But I still maintain it's a really cool, like, thing that exists. Oh, come on. Yeah, like, there's got to be something for putting the hat back on Frosty up there. I know you did. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I maybe even watched it. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it all went down this time, but I checked it all out. How has that, like, since I only watched some of that first video of you commenting on the game that you had played, like, it sounded like you were in like something of a bracket. Like, how did you wind up doing in it, or is it still ongoing? Yes, the ancient game, board game Go. Simple rules and very long, involved process to master the strategy of it. Oh, damn it. Ah. Oh, is that what it's called? A Goban? Is that like the official name for the board? Or was that just an autocorrect weirdness? Yeah, go for it. Get that rice.
Oh, no.
Oh, there we go. That was a premature oh no, sir. Caught myself. Alright. Okay. So it's got a blast up, wide arc, hit that. Alright, so what are we thinking? Do we take the snowman route or try and get up and over the telephone? Snowman or Beyonce? Oh shit. Okay, well, confirmed then. If I could get onto that, you definitely can get over that. I didn't, but it's clearly possible. Do you mean in terms of the strategy or just the rules? Like, the rules are clearly, as far as I can tell, like, much simpler. Yeah, obviously you don't have to learn a bunch of pieces or anything like that. But strategy, yeah, it could be. Yeah, gotcha. Shit. Okay. We can do this. I just gotta do a wide arc on that so that I don't accidentally hit it from the side. Yeah? I know both obviously get real deep. Oh shit. No! God, I came so close that one time. where like I caught it, but then kind of pushed off the wrong way.
Whoop.
All ready for this?
Whoop.
That's what failure looks like. Again, just in case you'd forgotten from like 5 seconds before. Now I'm going to do a new one and show you what success looks like later. I have no guarantees on when that moment comes, but when it does, I'll claim that I meant that all along.
Whoop. Whoop.
I guess that's true, yeah. I see what you mean in the sense that, like, any given moment in chess, you're working with a smaller subset of possibilities that could make any sense. You know, certain pieces will only have so many valid places they could possibly move. And I guess after a certain point in Go, that'll be true as well. But, like, is that what you mean? Just kind of like there's a just wider set of possibilities in the beginning of what you're trying to do? Because there's just so many more valid options. I feel like I just heard a door close in my place. And I don't know if that's... Give me 1 second. I don't know if a cat just accidentally closed themselves into a place or if Blink is home or what. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. I think I have the right... Oh, nope, not that. This. Wrong pedal. Be right back. All right, well, importantly, all 3 cats are accounted for, and there are no extra, like, people that I see in my place. Keep an eye if somebody starts looming behind me and give me a warning, but so far, there's still no other people here. I think maybe just they pressed against a mostly closed door and closed it all the way and made it latch, but... what's Hive? Damn it. I just wanted to catch myself, not smack down. Oh my god, Slava, you gotta chill. Or I will close you up in a room for a little while. There we go. He probably has to poop or something. And he loves really wildly announcing. He's like, damn it, I have a shit in my butt! There's shit in my butt! I need to butt it out! And he just goes all over just making sure everybody is aware of the process he's about to go through. Let's try this again. It's a one-on-one game where you get a bunch of different insects that have different movesets, and you have to try and surround the opponent's queen bee. Okay, so, like, it sounds like it does indeed have kind of some sorts of similarities as far as gameplay to go, as far as, like, surrounding. Would you say, like, I'm just trying to picture based on those broad strokes, would you say it plays kind of similarly, or is it indeed like it's a little bit more different in the detail as far as like the moment to moment? Oh, damn it. really need just like a real solid push. And apparently so does Slava. He also needs a real solid push. But he's shut up about it, at least. Oh, you haven't played... Okay, I got you.
No.
Oh, speaking of... Come on. Speaking of things that I know we mentioned and you were considering, I've looked more into that, like, box one thing that we were talking about on stream that one time. I'm less enthusiastic about it. My understanding is, like, it starts off kind of okay, but, like, difficulty level is just... It's... What I've read is that way too much of it is just, like... It's less puzzle solving and more just following a lot of directions, and like stuff happens, but it's just you're just kind of following directions for a lot of it, which got me a lot less enthusiastic about getting it. So if you haven't already gotten it, I give it less of an endorsement, as far or less encouragement to check it out. Haven't seen it myself in fullness to know how much that's the case, but yeah. Yeah. Like, I was considering getting it and checking it out for this, but when I saw that, I was like, well, that sounds a lot less engaging. Man, I actually did get the height on that one, and if I didn't think I did, so I just abandoned my hope and just stopped even trying, but if I had just really gone for it and swung it around, I might have been able to catch on that one. That was pretty high up. Damn it, I just need to make sure... I keep accidentally swinging it to the... in the wrong direction. It needs to go this way, not this way. Like that, but with way more height. This is depth, not height.
No.
I'm sure there still are some good, like, somewhere out there, there've got to be some good at-home kind of escape room in a box experiences. I know there are many out there. I saw ads for one at one point that was like it came up on Hulu, this, like, less single escape room and more ongoing, like, subscription box kind of mystery thing. I forget what it was called, but it looked like it could be kind of cool. But again, it's all in the details. I don't know how well executed it was. I just know it had an interesting ad. Like, the idea behind it was solid, but I don't know about the execution. Damn it, wrong way. Again. God, this one part has got me so impatient because we're just trying over and over again. Like, don't get me wrong, I still prefer this to, at any given moment, just having so much of a possibility of losing a lot of ground, but it's tough. It makes me feel like I have less control. Like, the other parts, at least, the moment to moment, I felt more capable. Right now, when it's just like this much failure to just get the height. And I know that's going to continue being a thing. Like, I got to get this practice in. Like, I imagine for the rest of the game, I'm going to need to be able to get really solid push-offs. So I got to get this down.
Oh. No.
There we go. Hey, I mean, let me know how it goes. I'll be very curious, because there is always the chance that maybe it was just the one that I got was just worse. You know, you may well have a much better experience than I had. If you get one, I definitely recommend not getting the lab. But yeah, there are others, they may be better. And if they are, then awesome, because I'd love to do more of those types of things as well. Oop. God, that was such a solid but accidental push-off. Ready? So for these, I'm going to get it down into a position. Get ready, and then...
What?
Oh, damn it.
What?
How can I reliably... How can I reliably get this to go do a big solid bump?
What? 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 Ooh. What?
Nope, too slow.
What?
I'm starting to think about going to the left, but I know. I can just see it before me now, just the likelihood of slipping off, because I know it's a bunch of floating, snowy things like that. And as I go to the lefter I go, the more and more likely it gets that I just fall all the way back to the beginning.
What?
Oh, God. What did I do differently to get that big of a jump? Just, it always happens accidentally. God, I wish I could replicate that with consistency. It would make just all of this so much easier.
What?
Gotcha. You know what, so I played a couple of board games with some friends yesterday. One of them I'd done before, but it's the one that I'm more interested in. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of a game called Inhuman Conditions. Oh, probably Genius. I know that I've seen in speedruns that's the way they go. But I also know it's possible. Like I've gotten the pick on top of that. I just screwed up. I know it's possible to get enough height.
What?
And so I want to see what's in that direction. So Inhuman Conditions, it is a social deduction game, but it is made for two people, which if you know anything about, Secret Hitler and all those types of things, seems very weird, Usually those games are all about, who's on what team. How can that possibly work if there's two teams and two people? Like, obviously, you're on one team, the other person's on the other, right? So the way it works is it's meant to be a Voight-Kampff test from Blade Runner. And so what you do is you wind up asking... There's like a calibration process, and then over the course of 5 minutes exactly, like you set a timer, you ask a series of strange questions to the other player. Well, if you're the interviewer, you do. The other player answers them, and over the course of that, you're trying to figure out if they're a human or a robot. And if you're a robot, they could be two types. One of them is a patient robot who just wants to get to the end and be thought of as human. But they've got like a parameter, like when they're answering questions, there's like a thing that they can't do, otherwise they glitch out. If they accidentally like say a certain thing wrong, like I know one of them that we saw yesterday was like if they ever mention a body part, then they can't mention any other body parts ever again. After that, it has to always be that one. Or if they screw that up, there's a penalty, like stuff like that. Or you could be a violent robot, in which case you've got like a few protocols that you're trying to do over the course of answering to override your impediment on killing humans. And when you've finally done all of your criteria and like gotten past, you've unlocked your ability to kill them, if the interviewer has not marked you as robot by that point, you like slap your hand down on the table to represent that you just basically dove across the table and murdered them. Or they could be a human. They could just actually be a human and they don't have any rules. You're just trying to answer as best as possible, playing a certain character. And in that process, they very well might say things that make you think that that they're a robot, and you'll kill them. Has happened to me yesterday. It's really cool. It's really well done. So it's called Inhuman Conditions. It's a really short experience. Again, it's like 5 minutes long once you're actually doing the interview. It's really fun to watch too, because God, that would actually be really fun to stream. I need to talk to FMP about that, because like it's a lot of fun to be an audience member and not know the answer and just be speculating, because what happens is you get so paranoid that no matter what, you start picking up on certain patterns in the way people talk, and you think that it's them unlocking criteria. Because like if you're a killer robot, you might be trying to do things like use a word that's at least 5 syllables long 2 times or 3 times or whatever. Like there might be criteria like that. And so if you say something too long, it might be that you're just a human who happened to say a long word, but maybe that's because you don't know what the conditions are that the robot is trying to unlock. It's, you know that they might have some, but you don't know what they are. So like you just get so paranoid, and like you think everything is a sign that they're a robot. It's fantastic. It's from the maker of Secret Hitler, I think. I'm nearly certain of that, but not quite. And yeah, it's really well done. And it's got a great box. And it's a very like tactile experience. Like you have like a stamp. You have a set of stamps for like when you officially mark somebody as a robot or not. And there's like this slip of paper that you're filling out as you go. There's like this whole protocol to it with like a calibration process. Like I really recommend it. It's very fun. Nothing you want to do too much of in any given sitting, but like every once in a while it is an intense game, especially when like the first time I had played it, which was not yesterday. I was like, it was at a party, so I had been doing a little bit of drinking, and like I just didn't have enough of a feel for like what I was looking out for. So I was sitting across the table from FMP. I was interviewing him, and like basically just taking everything he said at surface value. Like nothing seemed that off to me. And then I was just so surprised when he slapped his hands down on the table and murdered me. It took me by such surprise that then this next time that I got a chance to play again, I was just so paranoid, because I was like, I was way too just believing him last time. And so I was like interviewing somebody else this time, and just like my hand was just ready over the robot stamp, just shaking the whole time, because I was just like not willing to. I was just ready for it. It's fucking intense, because you want to make the right call, and it's really hard to tell. But yeah, I may have to get a copy of that, or just get him to come over more often, or do it via video, and we'd do some Inhuman Conditions. It would definitely help to be in person. There's enough parts to it that only one person would see. But yeah, I'll have to see if he's into that, because I know we had fun just being audience members for each other yesterday. So like, I imagine it would be a fun thing to watch on stream as well.
Oh.
There we go. There's the push off.
No.
Don't you nah to me. That worked. Had enough of your sass. Recognize my achievements. Oh, that actually worked. Yeah, like I don't know if you've ever watched like Secret Hitler streams, but it has kind of that same joy to it of like, you're not actively participating, so there's no danger to you, but you're just trying your best to see if you can figure out the people. Like every time I wasn't part of the game but was just watching, I'd be like writing stuff on my hand as like signs that somebody was a robot, and my predictions. I should say I was not right as an audience member, but shit. But it's a lot of fun to just be wrong and paranoid for a while in a safe place. It's a safe place to be paranoid.
Oh.
See, like that. Again, I know I can do it if I had gotten just not quite on the corner. You can clearly get over this and get to the other side. I just screwed it up again. Just didn't quite have it. Fuck. Back to our new home, the anvil. It's just, I know that going to the left will be super dangerous and make me lose all this ground that I work so hard for. There's a chance that that won't happen if I go to the right. I want to believe that I can do this safely, even though I know that's foolish. Yeah, speaking of games about climbing up a mountain, I guess we're not speaking of them, but we're playing one. I don't know if y'all saw what's free on Epic this week, but there's a mountain climbing roguelike. That's just all about kind of like different events will happen as you try and climb a tall mountain, and you just have to kind of deal with it and try and survive, get through that whole process. I haven't played it yet, but I'm intrigued, other than the idea of like I'm feeling like I'm getting my fill on climbing a mountain right now, but someday I want to play it. I don't remember what it was called, but it's the currently free Epic game, or one of them. No, 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 no. Don't do that. That could have gone way worse. Be careful. We'd be back on the church.
Oh. Oh.
Damn it. Didn't quite get the loop around. Thought there was maybe like a hair under there or something. It was not being quite as responsive as I would have liked. God, seriously, I know there's going to be so many like big boosts in my future. I need to be able to get this down. Hey, what's up, Beanie? Welcome back. Haven't heard this in so long. What have you been up to this last, like, year and change? How has life been going for you? It's like that. I swear I was moving my mouse and it just, like, didn't cross to the other side. It's being, like, a little unresponsive. I'm gonna blame all of my failures on that. You're getting married? Oh my god, when's that happening? That's awesome. How far out are you? And like how recent did you get engaged? How recent was it that you got engaged? That's really cool. Congratulations. August of next year. Well, super cool. I am so happy for you. That was really awesome. You got engaged the day before Christmas Day. Okay, so not like the most recent of news for you, but yeah, that's really awesome. I mentioned it last time. I got a couple of weddings I'm going to this year coming up. One much sooner. I've got one in like the end of May that I'm definitely looking forward to. We mentioned how they made the mistake of putting that the dress code for the reception was like they made note that there was no such thing as too much as far as like cocktail attire, and they put like there's no such thing as too much, so have fun with it. And I'm like, oh boy, okay, time to get all the fancy accessories and just be like, I'm here for the wedding cane, and like, yeah, doing well. She's at a client's place right now, but But so far, so good. Like, it's been rather enjoyable living together and not being all the way across the country from each other.
Whoop.
Alright, one more.
Whoop.
Yeah, that clearly didn't have the height.
Whoop.
Come on now. Can do this. Yeah, no, it's been real good. But yeah, right now she's staying with a really great dog named Ben. Yeah, and it's been a while. I mean, most of that time I hadn't been streaming. Was off for like a year, but am back.
Whoop.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Now that was a shove. But yeah, she's her client is a three-legged dog named Ben, who's just so sweet. Oh my god! I came to visit her yesterday, and like, he was so excited to see me. Just he used everything that his three legs could do to just shake all of his body. Yeah. He's a good one. I like when she stays with him. There we go. Haha! It can be done. And that can also be lost if I'm not careful.
Whoop.
Though I am losing confidence that I will have a way to continue. I probably will just have to go to the left, but at least we'll have verified that for ourselves.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get over that.
Whoop. Whoop. Whoop.
Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can... I'm gonna pull up a picture of Ben because I like him a lot. Alright, one sec. Let me find this. As you see, I did get passed on to the phone booth, Chai. Was not able to like it doesn't look like I'll be able to continue that way, sadly, but all right, hold on. I feel like this is the best picture of him. So that's Ben. She's staying with him right now. He is a real sweetheart. Just love that dog. So yeah, she's watching after him right now. And I should really get that game back on screen so I can see what I'm doing. There we are. Cool. Hey, no worries. As you see, Genius, we can indeed get over this. Unfortunately, then we're over here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to climb that. So we're probably going to have to go to the left. But
Whoop.
at least accomplished my goal. Got to the telephone booth. Okay, well then I won't just keep showing them on stream, but... Alright, I could go from up here and like really shoot out, but I want to have a better sense of where I'm going before I do that, so... Let's finally do what's been scaring me for so long. Let's go to the left and definitely lose ground, because this is not going to work well. Oh, shit. And I don't mean that style of losing ground. That's nothing. I expect to be literally back at the beginning of the game when I make a real big error.
No.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I can understand how that would do it. I have thankfully not had that kind of bad experience with dogs, but I know obviously if that happens, it's kind of hard to just say it's fine, it won't happen again. Like it's a very formative experience and very emotionally charged. Yeah, that really sucks, especially from a large dog like that. Sorry that happened to you. Come on. Actually, I'm curious. Can I grab myself on that little lip and just give myself a little flingus? Not this lip, but the like that thing up there. Can, but I don't know if this could go any better, so not going to bother with that. Okay. Well, at least this time we're set from the beginning. We're just going to try and go to the left onto that little ball of snow. Are y'all ready to see some horrible failure? Whether you know it or not, that's what you signed up for with this stream. Okay, that's one. I know that there are more, and the problem is I can't see. Okay, there it is down there.
No.
Okay, so since that one is made of snow, do you see how the pick kind of... It like seemed like it kind of embedded itself in it, which is not so bad. All right, one more. Okay, this isn't as bad as I'd feared so far. I'm ready for it to get way worse, but okay. I know where, hopefully... You're taking a walk last week, and the most aggressive dog that you've seen just came out of nowhere and tried hopping the smallest fence that you've ever seen. You have no idea how it didn't hop the fence. Well, yeah, I'm glad that's not the way that wound up going. Okay, one at a time. I know that down below me is failure, but I'm not going to let that get in my head. I'm slowly sliding, so I'm just going to wait for the opportune moment, and then... push. Okay. Alright, we've reached the bucket. Hey, genius!
We have the same taste, you and I.
I know what you're talking
It's
about
not
now.
ambition. It's
Do
ambition's
not
opposite.
ride Snake.
An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
Now we know what happens. It's been spoiled. If I ride the snake, I will go all the way back to the beginning. But I made an agreement that I would ride the snake before I knew that. So the question is, do I like go on my honor to ride this goddamn snake knowing full well what's going to happen and have to get all the way back here? Or do I say no? Fuck no, I'll go back to the beginning due to my failures, not my active choices. I honestly don't know the answer. I did say that I would. But I've made so much good progress. Fuck you, genius. No. I'm leaving my honor behind. Fiance says do it. No. Oop. I'm gonna... Trust me, I'll wind up back at the beginning anyhow. I just can't will myself to do it after all this hard work. Not knowing what will happen. There we go. Don't ride the snake. Don't reach out this way. You could wind up snake riding. It's not a good hobby. See, like, you might just get it anyway. I might accidentally snake ride. This is a fun little challenge, trying to grab on the bucket. And what's fun about it is that it's not immediately dangerous of, like, losing all of your ground. It's just difficult to do. You've officially lost all respect for me. That means that things are as they should be. If you came into this stream if after all these hours you had respect for me of all things, something was wrong. That's like when the stock market corrects and it finally drops like 20%. Just all of a sudden. That was a correction that was necessary. I did not deserve any respect. There we go. Get this swing in. Let's use the physics to our advantage. Whoop! Not that kind of advantage. I do want to do a little bit of bucket swinging, though. I'm still just startled that somehow after that many hours you had any. How? I've given so many reasons to be like... I've given so many reasons to not pay any attention, much less respect. Okay. No, I'm gonna slide off of that. So I might as well... Okay, I need to get a lot more of a carry to the left. I don't think this is gonna be that hard. Like, if I can... I think I've done harder is what I'm saying. It's hard to get started on the bucket with my level. It's because it's just such a moving target. Come on. It's hard to catch it in a way that you're not going to slip off. Okay, there we go. Shit. Yeah, well, the hours thing is all just part of my bot. Like, if you've... The bot just if you've changed your name at all, it's gonna restart a new counter. There we go. Because it thinks you're a new person. Which is... That was almost snake riding. So that's separate from Twitch. That's just... Though I thought you were... Like, did you have any numbers after your name? I thought you were just Beanie Bear. So it should still be all the ones from before, I thought. Yeah, okay, 138. So it still remembers some of your hours, just not all of them. Damn it. It's just like... What's tricky about that is, like, if you... Say, if I accidentally ride the snake... So wait, if I accidentally ride it, does that mean I get respect back? Because you said you'll count it. It's like, what does counting it fully mean? Yeah, I know. Like, I know you were Beanie Girl back in the day, and so it doesn't have those hours on there. But those would have been lost a long time ago. Really? Okay. So, if I fuck up enough... You have a very curious definition of respect. If I fuck up enough that I do the bad thing that I promised accidentally... Or that... If I accidentally do the thing that I promised to do... by just really screwing up, that in your mind is worth respect. I understand you more now. What is important. There we go. I'm nice and in the middle of the bucket. I think I can make this work without slipping off. Yeah. Shit, okay. So I think I need to try and go to the right, because it's just... Unless I really use that momentum to get up to the left, I'm probably not going to make it over that scaffolding. I'd love to be more centered on this bucket, but I think I can maybe do it with this if I just don't swing too much. Yeah, it's real. When you're right on the lip like that, it's just so primed to fall off. I see. What if I beat the game without doing the snake, but then start over, just intentionally doing a second game? Or does it all have to be in one run through? Yeah, I'm trying to use the swinging. The problem is if the tool isn't centered enough in the bucket, if you swing too hard, you just fall off. And so it's hard to get a nice solid grab. Yeah, like if I'm on the corner, okay, there we go. Managed to swing it more into position. Ugh! This is, again, this is a fun challenge, though. Because it's so silly looking. Oh, come on. Just watching this little taunting bucket swing around. Like, ah, ha, 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 ha. I just want to put little googly eyes on it and a big laughing smile. So I only get partial credit if I ride not on my first play. Okay, I see. I can see the logic in that, though. Like, the real respect value, as I understand it, is the... Even though I've never done this before, being willing to sacrifice it all. I get it. Though you said I still get it if it's accidental, which that I don't get. Because to me, the respect value is about the sacrifice. And obviously one can't sacrifice... Maybe not one can't, but it's very different to sacrifice intentionally as opposed to just situationally something happened to you. That's suffer, not sacrifice. And, like, I want to be the type of person... I want so badly to be willing to do it, because, like, I understand why that would be worthy of some kind of respect, but, like, God, I can't find it in myself right now. I've come so far, like, what's weird is because I haven't, the reason I'm not willing to do it is because I haven't been falling back to the beginning a lot today. If that had been happening a lot anyway, I'd probably do it.
No.
But because I've actually been doing well and, like, haven't had to go through that process, I don't want to. I want to just keep making actual progress. Since I haven't had the taste of that in so long. Hey, the creator put a big yellow sign that said not to do it, so clearly I'm not supposed to. You know, when has a game ever done that to make a player want to do something because they're not allowed? That just wouldn't make any sense. Exactly. Like, if I had just been struggling all of today and just barely got here, I would, backwards as it seems, probably be more willing to ride the snake. Because it would feel more just like, that's just what's happening today anyway. It's true, he does. In that voiceover, he does say that getting to the top would not be satisfying. I heard him. Damn it. I forget, were you the one who was saying that you know that there's a way that you can, like, soft lock the game and be stuck and then there's a voiceover? I'm curious, is it related to accidentally getting the bucket stuck on top or something? Because I was just having that vision in my head of, like, it's a physics bucket. I wonder if you can accidentally, like, get it stuck up above and then you'd have no way up there. It's not it? Okay. Shit. Oh, it was somebody else. Yeah, I guess that was Meh Industries. But, like, I'm just... Like, y'all see what I mean, though, right? Like, doesn't that seem really possible? Like, maybe that's how you accidentally soft lock the game? As you just knock the bucket out of reach permanently. Okay, there we go. Not the best grip, but since I think I can make it work. We'll just swing. That was that same person. I know. I agree. Welcome back, Wick. We've made actually, like, a lot of progress today. So much. Mostly just forward momentum. Largely because we got to an area where the game is much nicer. And, like, you're just less likely to lose progress. That's basically the only real difference. No! Oh! Welcome back, Wickinator. Clearly you're doing. Oh, man. Now I kind of wish I had just ridden the snake. It basically happened anyway. Alright, well, let's see if I can make it happen again. I'm still we still got more time than I was planning on doing this. And we can do it. I can get back there. I just got to get through Orange Hell. I know, it wasn't riding the snake. I almost did, but I fell next to the snake instead. Oh, did you miss it, Jai? I just got too much of a push off to the left and caught myself on the lip, but not strong enough, and just slid off, not riding the snake, but next to it. No, I know. I'm sure the game would acknowledge if I actually rode the snake. There's probably a voiceover line or something. Shit. Okay, hold on. Hand off the mouse, get recentered. Fuck. I'm hoping so. Yeah, it was, it happened quick. It was a big fall. It was not the snake level of fall, but it honestly might as well have been. Like, the difference between this area and falling all the way back to the beginning at this point in my skill level is... they're not all that different. It's basically, I can divide this game now into anything before Orange Hell and anything after it. Which is not to say I'm so good I'm just going to blaze through this with no problems. But it's just... that's the dividing line in my mind now. Yeah, like, I keep screwing up on that part. But let's see. I've got faith. I've got faith we can get back into the wintry area. Especially now that I know that those little, like, the snowballs and stuff that you have to go from, like, rock to rock, that's not that bad. I was way more fearful of that than at least it seems it deserved. I thought it would just be constant slipping off, and if I didn't do it just right, I would clearly fall to my death. Like, that actually wasn't so bad. So now that I'm not... I can Kevin McAllister, I'm not afraid anymore on that. And hopefully get through it nice and quick. Okay. Mouse, you gotta stop doing that. Stop just flinging when I don't intend you to. Okay. Up to there. Almost back to Orange Hell. Somehow it happened right after Wickinator joined. Obviously not actually responsible, but the timing... all I know is no big falls like that happened pre-Wickinator.
No.
Post-Wickinator, they, like, immediately happened. Crap. Okay, just settle down. Damn it. Come on. This isn't that bad. Just... I gotta do more remembering, like, just wait for the moment. Like, just put my... arc my thing to a place and wait for it. Like that. That wasn't the best catch, but it worked.
No.
You know, if I try and rush this, it's ultimately gonna take me longer. Shit. Okay, caught on the camera. I know this part isn't that bad. Stop making that noise. That's a failure noise, and I'm not failing. Don't go, ugh. I don't know how well you guys can hear this, because I know I turned the game down, but, like, his various just, noises. Alright. Back to Orange Hill. Which, again, I know it's not that bad if I just have faith and get through it. Like, there's the side of the church. But I think I know how to do that decently. I just need to be... It's getting started and getting onto that lip rock is honestly the part that I'm like most scared of. It's getting that exact angle. Fuck, because it's too easy for that to happen, and then that, and then we're here. On the tree in the very beginning. I hate that rock. Just getting over that lip is, it's tough. But okay. You know, we didn't fall all the way back to the beginning last time. I said it's basically not all that much different. Let's live by those words. I stand by it. I think it's basically about... God damn it. About the same. Just a couple more things I'll have to do, but... Let me see if I can finally actually blast off of this rock. I've tried every time and fail every time. Yeah! There we go. I finally at least did that part. After so many times of falling back to the beginning, finally didn't just slide off that before getting to just skip a tiny bit of it. It's like the tiniest little skip, but it's something. Fucking man. We were so there. And I know that's starting to get up there as far as like how much there is in the game. Like, oh man. I know there's still stuff left, but like I was stupidly starting to have faith that maybe I actually could finish this game tonight. That like maybe. Now my hope is just to get back there in time. I think that's still possible, but I don't think we'll finish it anymore. Oh yeah. So got you thinking of the board game idea, got you inspired, and you actually just threw the idea to your cousin. He liked the idea and actually offered. That's awesome. Yeah, if once you get some progress on that, I'm totally down to hear like as it develops and all. That's super cool. I'm glad that was just kind of the moment you needed to just inspire putting some work into it. That's really cool. I totally hope it turns into something. Now I need to have that same kind of drive and energy to actually make progress on my pinball thing. Because like now that I decided that I was like, I need to do my research before I really design my pinball table. I haven't done the research yet of like actually playing a lot of pinball and making my notes on what I like and don't like. And that's given me a very convenient excuse to not do any more work on the coding. Because I'm like, I'm not at that stage. I'm at the research stage. What's that? I haven't done the research? I guess I'm not going to do any work. I need to get out of that mode. I need to either do the research or do the work, but I can no longer allow myself to do neither. Yeah, I'm glad it's working out. That came out nice. At some point tonight, I'm going to have to get a little something more in my belly. I've eaten not that long ago, but I didn't eat that much. Okay. Well, hey, this gives yet another opportunity for those who have not seen the game from the beginning. Now you get to. Because that tree that we landed on was pretty much exactly the beginning. The only thing that you didn't see was you start on the ground next to that tree on the left side. Okay. Yeah, I really want to turn that into a thing, but I have not been doing the work yet. I've been allowing myself to get lazy. And I know if I keep doing that, it will not exist. It's true. That's certainly classic for me. I mentioned it earlier. I don't know if I'm going to wind up doing drinking tonight or not, because it kind of bit me a little bit when I had some drinks with some friends yesterday. I did the stupid thing of having a drink when I had had literally nothing to eat yet. Oh, damn it. I pushed off. And I didn't drink that much, but when you have an empty stomach, it hits the harder. And so, like, I barely got buzzed, but I didn't eat, like, anything that day, and I hadn't had any, like, water, and it gave me quite the headache, and I wound up throwing up, and like, it wasn't great, and since that was last night, I'm not feeling ready to get back on that horse just yet. It's a little too recent in memory. Wait, wedding cake with vodka combo? What, here? How much vodka did I have? I don't remember ever eating a wedding cake. What happened on this stream? Yeah, no, I hope you do. That may well help keep me on track with it. All right, we're back here. I want it to be a thing. It's tough because it's, for the first time, I want to really try and see a project through, like, all the details, and, like, ideally, I'd love this to actually be a released product that I could, like, charge money for, like, a real fucking game. And that's kind of scary, because the good thing about making crappy, incomplete things is they can be crappy and incomplete. You don't have to worry about getting everything nice and polished and ironing out the bugs and everything like that. If I am trying to make this a real game, that's much more intimidating. Yeah, I don't know how I would have ever had access. Like, I know cake, certainly. But a wedding cake specifically? Like, citation needed on that. I just don't know when I would have had one. Yeah, I appreciate it. And my hope is I really want to, like, take my time with it, devlog the process, and just sometime eventually release it. I'm, like, split in two worlds, because I'm also, like, recognizing it's the first real game I've ever tried to make, and it's not going to be perfect, or any, like, it's going to have problems, and it may not even be that well designed. And so part of me is, like, really take your time with it, polish this thing, make it nice. The other part of me is, like, don't worry about it. It's not going to be good no matter what, so just finish the game, get one under your belt. Accept that it's going to be what it's going to be, and just finish a product. Then move on to the next one, which I think is honestly probably the smarter course of action, is just learn everything I can learn by just making and finishing a game. Then do another one. Oh my god! Noelle, welcome back! It is I. It's been a while. We are trying to make up for a lot of lost ground in this goddamn fucker of a game. We'll be doing it for the next, about half hour left on this. We'll hit the 3-hour mark in just about 30 minutes, and the plan is we're going to move on to another indie experience that's gonna be real weird. I talked about it briefly before. It is called Before Your Eyes. It is a game whose main mechanic relies on my webcam. It's going to keep track of every time I blink, and we're going to move forward in time through my life every time that happens. My understanding is it's probably going to be a pretty heavy emotional experience, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's short enough we can just do it in one sitting. So we're going to start that in about a half hour, but for now, making up lost ground. There we go. Okay, got past that part. Really? You've played Before Your Eyes? Okay, I don't know anything about it other than what I just said, basically, and I want to go in fresh. Other than, unless it's just, like, really bad or something and you're like, oh, don't waste your time with it. But I haven't gotten that impression based on what little I've heard about it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's great? Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's the impression I've gotten, is it's going to be really emotional. He said, so an hour and a half, that's perfect. I'm going to try my best to just, like, obviously right now we're really chatty and we're cracking jokes and all of that. The plan is, once we load up Before Your Eyes, like, gonna just take things down a couple of notches, get more into it, get more serious about it. We're gonna calm things down around here and just really appreciate the journey.
Whoop.
Shit. Okay. Get back. But what you're saying coincides with what I had understood about it, so I'm happy to hear it. You kind of want to play that game? Okay, cool. Well, that'll be in about a half hour. I know, we've done it before sometimes. It's infrequent, but it seems like the type of game that would really benefit from it. If we're just not fully engaging with it and not taking it seriously, then it's definitely going to lose something. And I want to give this game everything that it's going for. Okay, here we are, almost back at the church. Almost out of Orange Hill. Okay. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Likely watch the VOD. It will be up. Indeed, gotta make that bread. What's like the first thing you make when you get in? Like, what's the kind of I assume it's just going to be a bog standard kind of daily bread sort of thing. Like, what is just the thing you get going once you head into the office, so to speak? Okay, up to there. I just got to catch the hand. Oop. Nope, don't bounce off the roof. Thankfully, those of you who are here before know that once I get past a certain point on this roof, once I get past the steeple of the church, we're in much better safety again. But I have to get there. Until there, everything I do has a lot of inherent danger behind it. So I gotta be super careful about exactly how I do things. Yeah, let's get on top of the hands. Okay, I just got to get past this steeple, and then I'll get over a couple of rocks and we'll be in relative safety. So I need to catch myself on that lip. I remember it wasn't that bad. Make all the cakes first once those are in the oven. See if you need to make icings. You don't need to make icings. Okay, I gotcha. So is your baking indeed more desserts rather than more desserts than breads, or do you do both? Oh shit! I had potentially made some incorrect assumptions because my sister, who has like a very amateur baking setup in her home, but she does baking, like gets paid for it, so in that regard professionally, but not like she just does it from home. So she is a home baker who there we go. She mostly focuses on breads though. So you make what? Well, it's been quite a while. I definitely don't remember all the details. I remember you, but yeah, not everything about you. It's been a little long. Welcome back, Matt. As you see, we actually made some progress today. We got all the way to the snake. And while I did not ride the snake, I did fall down that hole. Shit. Actual pastry chef, nice. Crap. Trying to remember. I remember this part being tricky, and then we eventually got it. Yeah, it does. Wait, no, okay, I don't think it... I'm pretty sure it wasn't the slow way that got us over. I think it was fast and explosive as possible. Yeah, just trying to do that. I had forgotten about this part, honestly, and how tricky it was.
No.
There. Oh, I just needed to arc around a few more times, and I think that would have worked. If I had just had it in my hands at that moment, just ready to go. Crap, crap, crap. Nope. Not going that way. Nothing we want that way. Yeah, I guess what's keeping you up tonight? Hopefully nothing bad. But no matter what, we'll try and make sure that while you are awake, making the most of it. Well, nice. Good reasons. I sure hope you're not subjecting said guy to this. Not a lot of hairy guys in cat. Really? I can't say that I've had the same eyes to be looking all the time, but yeah, I guess they're got a lot of the like clean shaven full body kind of types out here. Nice. Well, I'm glad you found a regular. My regular is not currently in the house right now. I mentioned earlier she's Blink is out with a client. Staying with a wonderful three-legged dog named Ben, who is a treasure. It's true. I am hairy and in Cali. There are some of us, but I would say that I'm definitely the exception around here. Or like a Pokemon who's learned too many moves. You're like, well, I can only have 4, so I gotta unlearn one of them. Gotcha. Well, I hope that choice winds up being a simple one and goes over smoothly. Damn it. I hate this little rock. It's so hard to find purchase. And I know that one time I just got the height I needed and like it just went over pretty smoothly. Oh, yeah, I'm Los Angeles as well. What bakery? No, I mean, I don't offhand, but I don't go to a lot of places. Like, despite being a local, like, I don't know any of the places to go. If you are comfortable promoting your bakery, I'm down to know, but I could also probably do that research, if you don't want to say. Or I could not look into it at all if you'd prefer it that way. But that's cool. Yes, indeed. I'm like about as Los Angeles as it gets. I'm just a few miles from downtown. So very much Los Angeles, not even just like the greater area. Oh, no, 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 no. Like if you say the name, I may well recognize it, but yeah, I'm like a local who might as well not be. Doubtful, given how much I spend time at home. I can't say I've... Like, part of the reason I don't have a guess is I can't even think of any bakeries I've been to. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, no need to. If you would rather not say, you absolutely don't have to. No need to dox yourself. But I may well have to curiously look into that later. Look at some of the options of what it might be. Well, I wouldn't expect for that kind of regular. I'm spoken for. But I could always use some good bacon, so... Or baking. Oh, right. You were talking about chat. Misread that. Because I'm trying to get over this stupid lip. No! Stop. Just make this part not exist. I'm tired of it. It's mean. Oh, man! I caught it, but then I couldn't pull it the right way. Damn it. Okay, why can't I just always launch like that? That would make so much of this game much easier if I could perfect that technique. Yeah, but all the same, I think it's plenty good precedent to not expect anybody to have to give that level of specific information about how you could find them in person. I can understand that desire. We don't need to give any pressure towards making Noelle say that. You never know who you're interacting with on the internet. No matter how many hours you've watched me, like... I feel like I've given a pretty good sense of what you get with this package, but even still, y'all don't truly know me. And I don't really know any of y'all. But admittedly, what you see is pretty much what you get with me. Like, there's not really a lot hidden here. You've got a pretty good sense of what it would be like. It's on Sunset? Gotcha. Ah, yeah, that's awkward. Oh, damn it! That's weird. Let me take a look at it. There's aspects of it that weren't working. Like, the part of it is I never closed it between streams. It's all connected. Some of that stuff doesn't work. Like, some of that stuff isn't active anymore. I think. But, like, it's working and monitoring chat. The song intros, not all of them were playing because, like, if it played last week, it thinks it's already triggered. Because I never closed it down. Yeah. It did play beanies, though. Like, it's monitoring them. I never closed it. So if you have a theme and you weren't here last week to hear it, then it'll play. Oh, come on, come on, come on! I hate this. It's so slippy. Bwarm. Bwarm. Is that like Coach Steve saying Blom? Bwarm. Okay, come on. No. God. It's so accurate. See, there you go. Told you. It works. But not everything is activated anymore. That apparently still is. I still don't know what is and isn't. So I made some decisions like a year ago and don't remember them. And basically haven't looked at the bot since, other than to turn it on and off. It's true. No, don't push down. I could have leveraged that into something. Whoa, okay. Mouse, you are just flying. You need to settle down. It's like the little circle is just popping across the body in these wild motions that I swear I'm not doing.
What?
That was all me. That was my mistake. But some of this stuff, it's just every once in a while it like builds up this potential energy of like not quite doing what I wanted over and over again, and then it's like it all releases at once. You will say, okay, fair enough. As long as this is because it's your choice and you don't feel pressured into it, then I'm happy to know. Lark Cake Shop. Okay, yeah, I never would have guessed. I'm not familiar enough with the cool like it's no judgment on your bakery. It's more a judgment on me and what I'm familiar with.
Oh.
So Lark, huh? That's cool. Yeah. Oh, damn it. You had to get me in the era before I was too lazy to do that kind of effort as far as theme songs. And maybe someday it'll be such a special giveaway again when I've got like something that really feels like it's earned it and I'm willing to put in that time and effort, but it's not these days because I just don't have the time in my life right now. I'm barely doing the things that I want to do now, much less if I added in like doing somebody's theme song. I've got a job right now that's taking up just so much more of my week. Now, let's see. Lark, I'm just curious. I'm not going to put this on screen, but I wonder how far that is. Like, what part of town is that? Oh, okay. Got it. All right, you already told me it was on Sunset. Certainly been in the area, but yeah, I'm not otherwise familiar with it. But I will keep it in mind next time. $153 right now. As I said, right now it's not even a matter of like the value. Like obviously everything has a price. At a certain point, it would be too much money for me to possibly turn down for something like that. But honestly, I don't think 153 is it yet. That's a lot of money, and I would respect that a lot. But it's just a time thing. I don't have time to do them. All right. Well, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by, and congratulations again on the upcoming wedding. That is awesome. Good night. Okay, there are some hairs inside the little IR of my mouse. That's part of it. Way too expensive. Oh, I mean, I'm not surprised, given the area that it's in. But even still, who knows? Maybe someday. Just looking for that extra extravagance for something. We'll need like a cello cake or something. Actually had one of those back when I was learning, when I was really young and I'd finished like a Suzuki book. My mom baked a cello-shaped cake for me. I gotcha. I figured it would be partly just rent in that, but like property value in that part of town, just a lot to make it worthwhile. But obviously, yes, skill of bakers and quality of ingredients makes sense as well. Damn it! I just pushed down a little too hard. Yeah, what was it? I know there was that time that I got up here in like no time at all, just without thinking about it. Where's that one? Let's have that again. Just scrabbled up. You'd make me a cello cake for free? Awesome. Well, maybe it's... Oh, damn it. Maybe someday. Well, as... Oh, shit. Hold on. I'll finish that sentence in a moment. Ah, I thought maybe I could make that work if I pulled it just right. And could not. Just always remember. when it comes to comparing to people's lives online, it's all about you're comparing a full thing that you're aware of your life with the highlights of somebody else's, and it can be hard not to do that. But just always remember, like, yes, we all live different lives, and some might be just inherently more interesting than others, but all of them are complete lives that have their down moments and boring stuff as well. I assure you, that's like most of mine. That's all the boring stuff. It's fun. Wait, racing Amtrak trains. Is there more to say about that, or is it basically just exactly what it sounds like? That's cool. And when you race them, do you mean, like, are they both running at the same time and it's like a race in that sense, or just like racing for best time? Hey man, that's, you know, that sound like some good times there. Those ear infections. That sucks. Sorry. Come on. Okay, where is that pole when I need it? That was such height. God, I hate this fucking lip. If I can just get past it, it's back to more interesting stuff again. But because we're almost at the anvil, which means we're almost back to the snake. Like we're there. We're there, and I've only got about 5 minutes left before I was going to switch games. I'd really love to get back to the anvil before then. I don't think that's an unreasonable goal, but I also don't expect it to happen. I think I'm just going to spend 5 more minutes struggling. And then accept my fate. But then we're going to move on to a completely different kind of game. We'll take a breather. We'll kind of recalibrate and we'll get there. No, indeed, we're about. I've got my eye on the clock, Noel. It's we're about 5 minutes off. But it's a coming. I've got my live counter going. I was gonna do it at the 3-hour mark. Yeah, I mean, don't expect me to be the good influence is gonna tell you to go to sleep. I'm all about. Just I'll be bad and tell you stick around. Got good times coming up. Okay. Well, have a good night. Sleep well, and yeah, we'll hopefully cross paths again. If you're ever up late again. No. Ah. Like 3.5 minutes to see if I can get up to the anvil. God. I don't expect it. Just struggling too much with this right now. Even like the simple stuff where it's just like okay. We did it. With 3 minutes to spare. 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Made it to the anvil. Alright, can I do more? Can I get onto the lip? Well, I guess I surpassed my expectations. Oop, not what I meant. I was supposed to arc around the other way. We're at least in an area where I'm not too worried about, unless I make a lot of progress, not worried about losing a lot. That's the weird thing. If I don't make progress, I'm not going to lose progress. But if I make a lot of progress, I could lose a lot of progress. So as long as I only make minimal gains, we'll probably at least stop around here. No. Shit. Yeah, well, we've been through this part too. As I said, we got to the snake, and then I fell. Managed to fall through that crack with the snake. Like, we were playing around with the bucket and everything. Like, this part is definitely hard, but I don't mind it as much as the snowy thing, where you just can't get any grip. Shit. What are we at? Okay, about 90 seconds. Can I get up there to the wall thing? I think maybe. Almost there. Shit. Just pushed off, got too far to the side. Ah! Seems almost certain at this point we're going to be just stopping on top of this anvil, but a couple more tries. Technically, I haven't been playing this for 3 hours because there's a little bit of a start to the stream, but all the same, I'm still going to stop this at the 3-hour mark, which is... Oh, no. No. Not sliding off of there. All right. Basically now. Just hit 3 hours now. So we're going to stop right here. Finally make make a decent amount of progress and stop with most of that progress made. Not quite everything. But we're going to have to wait until next week to see anything more on this.
Oh my god. Finally, right? I mean, I told you progress finally came. Granted, I also told you that as of the last recording, I hadn't yet beaten this game, and, well, frankly, as of this recording, that's no longer true. So, to spoil something that the length of this playlist already spoils, it's in the very next video, so quick, go check it out! And I'm in just right on Twitter.